position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action? He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's first. Down a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him. But what a challenge this defense faces today.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Frank. The throw. Hits the open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give them a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They just keep firing. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Orange. strike first.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clemson is quick to the line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type. Breaks into the open. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got an open man. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield, it's Frank. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Like, let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Looking to fire. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on him if they can stop him on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Clemson, 3.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's the handoff. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Frank. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run play action. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Cuse. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got him in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And down he goes back at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets to return it on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Marks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. It's a flea flicker. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the right. Tosses it incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Second down.
Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
3rd down coming.
To the ground to try to move the chain. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Tigers in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. We're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
2nd down coming up. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
3rd down coming up.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
39-yard line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. Here comes the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
In the red zone.
Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Flips it out in the flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
And I tell you what, that pass passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They march 72 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got
turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Second down.
It's complete to the right. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is blocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Off to the races to the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, he just sneaks it ahead. This will likely be the last play of the half. Oh, a quarterback sneak on second down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. They're going to stop him short. And man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Second down.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Pocket breaking down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
He's brought down a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
On the play.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. This time on target. And a nice grab with the defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
He's now set up in the red zone.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They were finished. But they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it. Because coverage is good and right. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 17 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David.
He lobs one high down the left side. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has it in the red zone. To the air on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He'll set up the throw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll send out the kicker to try and field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. Tried to move that ball forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Clemson is quick to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fired. Got his man to the left. They found a way to get him to run, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. It looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
That's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's cracked. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And they'll get off 1 more play before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Clemson will send the punt team out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Orange. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Clemson jumps to the line. The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Floating away. He's in open space downfield. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, the pressure there. Caused the missed timing. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Lost to throw again. Pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you got to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big ball. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Clemson is quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to add another.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. If anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Gets the back moving. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Just keep slinging it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's first. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.